Welcome everybody to Treats and Eats with Krista and Jodi. Today we are featuring my favorite Thrive product, probably. Krista's is, does anyone know?
Duh.
Yes, in the chat. You should
Go.
know.
My audience.
It is a fruit. Krista's favorite is Oh, cat knew it. Okay.
Cat knew it.
Mine is pineapple.
Pineapple is my second. It's a close second.
And peaches might be my second, actually. So, um, we have been doing cooking out of those, chef packs for the last few months. So we were so excited to do like a fruit this month. And since we love pineapple, we were like, oh, Pineapple-Palooza. Like, let's make all these pineapple recipes. So I'm super excited about that. And then last week, as most of you probably know, like the world shut down. It feels like
The Thrive world, not the whole world.
Thrive world shut down. So it kind of felt like, I don't know, do you remember like COVID when they were like, hey, we're just gonna quarantine for like 2 weeks and then life will go back to normal? Like, I don't know. It's kind of like feels like the start of that. But we have had a lot of questions, obviously, about that. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. We did cut down to just 2 recipes today. Well, 1 recipe each. So we are still going to have our mini Pineapple-Palooza, but we didn't want to have it be too long and feature too many things that may or may not be in stock anymore. So sorry. So let me first start out. So you've probably seen stuff online. Thrive a couple years ago, probably around COVID, when demand got huge, they've never gone into debt to like buy their freeze dryers and grow their company. And I guess they needed to grow like too fast for what they were able to afford, and they took on some investors. And over time, they were buying up plants, buying up freeze dryers, buying companies. Like it was crazy, and Thrive was becoming huge. And we were so excited because we were like, oh, that just is going to give more stuff for us to offer at Thrive Life. Um, but apparently, like, jokes on us, like they just got way huger than Thrive Life and decided Thrive was too small. And so, we've heard different numbers, but like Thrive is like a tiny percent of what Thrive Foods does because they produce for Starbucks and Kellogg's, like the cereal companies. They do all kinds of stuff. And I guess the parent company just wants to focus on that. They don't care as much about consumer division, preparedness. The industry goes up and down, and you kind of have to hang in there and take the booms when they come and stay alive when it's not crazy. And it's been crazy times. The economy is hard. Um, and yeah, so basically they just said, we're going to pull out of that business. We don't want to sell direct to consumers. And it was really sad. It wasn't our like executives. It wasn't the president of Thrive and the owners, the founders, Steve and Jason, like all these guys that you've seen on all the videos. They actually also got kind of tossed out of their own company. I'm like, it's a corporate hostile takeover. So it was super sad for all of us, and everybody's kind of trying to figure out where are we going to buy food because we don't like Thrive. We know Thrive is the best. So there's a hole in that. And there's also like a hole with friendships and teaching how to cook with your food storage. And so everyone's like, is Treats and Eats going to continue? And so we knew, even though everything's crazy and the Thrive world is shutting down, we still wanted to do today's show. And we will be doing something going forward. So stay tuned. We found out when everybody found out. It was not like we've known this for weeks or months. Like literally they told us and then they announced it the next day to the customers. So we're figuring it out. We're figuring out our non-Thrive life because we knew our Thrive life, like we're both wearing our Thrive shirts.
Yep.
So there will be stuff. We are both passionate about preparedness. Thrive obviously is just one component of preparedness. So we are going to be teaching and living the preparedness life and invite you guys to follow along however that looks, whether it's in person, whether it's Zoom, whether it's on our blogs or social media or whatever. So I know, Kat, it's sad. It's hard, but we will continue. I don't know if it will be Treats and Eats. I don't know. It might be more prep focused. We don't know. We really don't know. So that being said, if anybody wants to talk, ask more questions after, that's totally fine. Like I said, it's going to maybe be a little bit of a therapy session because I know everybody is like, where am I going to buy food? And how am I going to watch my friends cook in their kitchens and be silly and whatever? So, we will have time for chats after. So I think we're going to just start cooking. Should we start cook? Do you have anything to add to that, Krista?
I think you said it wonderfully well, and just know that we have very similar sentiments, and I mean, this is a crazy time, and I never thought I'd be part of a hostile takeover. But I get the business decision, so I'm not mad, but it hurts, it stings. I think we're more concerned about our Thrive family and our clients and our customers and those things than we are about anything else. But that's what's driven us this entire time. It's why we do this show, right? We don't do it for us. We could we don't need to do this, but we do it for you guys, right? And because we love you and we appreciate you and you're there to support us and we think that that's awesome. So we're not going away. It's just going to be different, right? So yeah, there's my 2 cents.
I keep saying we're pivoting. It's a pivot,
We are flexible.
not a goodbye.
We are rubber bands.
And like, so I mean, I can talk about this more at the end too, but so they're doing a liquidation sale. So like everything's 25% off. When it's gone, it's gone. And so we're kind of focusing on that. Like we want everybody to be able to get their stuff. We're trying to help. I mean, we have so many customers calling and texting and emailing, and it's like we're trying to take care of everybody in this time where we can still get stuff. And so we want to be able to focus on that, and then we'll transition into what's coming next. So let's start cooking. Krista's going to cook first, so I'm going to unpin, and I'm
Awesome.
going to grab something out of my fridge while she's cooking.
Cool.
Okay,
Ready?
we're
All right.
ready. I'm going to mute.
Start with red peppers. I think we've used these the last few times, and I've done this exercise before, but I'm going to do it again because that's how much I don't like red peppers. But that's okay. They go on a salsa, perfect, right? So, but you see this, look at how big, see, that looks like a pepper, right? It's the same shape and size. I don't want to eat that whole thing. So I'm going to chop it up. Okay. So I'm going to tilt my screen a little bit so you can see where I'm working and what I'm doing. So, and I need like a 1/4 cup of these guys. So I'm just going to pour them out on here, and you can, like I said before, you can chop these up however you want. You can throw them in a blender and turn them into a powder. If you're my friend on Facebook, that is one of the tips I shared earlier this month was powdering fruits and vegetables, right? So, but we're doing a pineapple salsa. So I just want smaller chunks than the big ones. I know Jodi is going to keep the big ones in her salsa, but I am not. So this is what we're doing first. I'm just taking a knife and chop, 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 chop. This is therapy. Right? All right. So I'm going to put my peppers in there. Put them all over the table here. I do want all that dust because I like the flavor. I just don't, they get a little slimy and I don't like it when they do that. It's that bad. Okay, so we've got our peppers in there, and now we're going to put some pineapple in there. And another thing that I'm going to talk about is look at how tiny those little pineapples are, right? This is great in bite size for salsa. It's perfect for salsa, but not everything comes the same shape all the time. And I don't know how it's going to look these days because I think it's bigger now. Isn't it bigger now? It's not as big as it used to be, but it's not as tiny as it was a little while ago.
Yeah, there was a time where they were like tiny little specks almost.
That yeah, this is tiny, but it's perfect for salsa. I don't have to chop anything. How awesome is that? That's all I'm doing with that. Okay.
Like, can you please make the peppers this size?
For me, yes, absolutely. Right. So we're gonna put a little bit of onion in there as well. Just measuring. And then this recipe actually calls for jalapenos, but I'm going to put chili peppers in there because I like the flavor of chili peppers and I don't have any jalapenos in my house. Yes, I live in Arizona, but
You should have some in your garden.
Yeah, right.
Probably too hot for your garden, actually.
And you know what? You can chop these up too, because like there's some bigger pieces in here. So if you want to, but I love the green chilies. They're one of my favorite. They're not too hot. Um they're not too whatever. And this is freeze-dried cilantro, which we don't sell anymore. But we're gonna use it today.
Apparently, we don't sell anything anymore, so
We shouldn't joke. It's very sad. But yeah. So we've got that. I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper because we're gonna give it some seasoning.
so one thing too about using the jalapenos, or I mean the chili peppers instead of jalapenos, then everything is dry. So that could be like a little jar salsa thing. You
Okay.
could make that for a gift or whatever.
One other thing I'm gonna put in there is fresh lime juice. I got my lime right here. Do you guys ever know the rolling trick? If you roll it like this, number one, makes your kitchen smell amazing and your hands smell amazing. Ah, and then it's already pretty much juiced for you. All you have to do is cut it in half, take a fork, and get all that nice juice out of there. I mean, I had the little tools, right? But sometimes this is just easier. I want to get a whole tool out for just that.
Kat wants to know what exactly is the green chili peppers. Mhm.
Um, what exactly is the green chili? Oh, they're green chili peppers. They're like peppers, but they're green chilies. Like what is
Kind
the
of like a jalapeno pepper, but isn't it like bigger?
it's milder and bigger.
You
Like
know,
it look like and stuff.
like
It,
an Anaheim or something.
like have you ever had like chili relleno? Anyone? I it's like this size. It's pretty big. And
Hmm.
they char them on the grill. They're so good. So now I'm just going to add water. Now, we took this recipe from a recipe that was online, right? So I substituted green chilies for jalapenos. I did what else was in there? I think the rest was pretty much the same. It doesn't talk about water, right? Because they're working with fresh things. I'm working with freeze-dried things, right? So I have about 3/4 of a cup of water. Based on my experience in Thrive, I'm going to add probably at least a half a cup to this because I know there's probably about almost 2 cups of product in here, right? So I'm going to add probably a half a cup, keep a 1/4 cup in my cup. We're almost there. And then see where I'm at. Because you can always add water, you can't take it all away, right? I'm going to stir. And this will soak it in for, you want to let it sit for like 10-15 minutes anyway. So we are gonna, and I always look at the bottom. Can you see? Yeah, you can see my bottom. All right, so you can see that there's a little bit of liquid down there. So I'm just gonna keep stirring and then I'm gonna let it sit. And do you want to do your bit and then we come back to this, or do you want me to finish this?
Either way.
Okay, we'll let it sit for a minute. Now, while it's sitting, I'm gonna check it and hold it up and see if I can see water in it. And if it dries it all up, I'm gonna add a little bit more. If it stays this wet, this is actually a perfect salsa consistency because we're gonna add some tomatoes to this as well. So I'm gonna turn it over to Jodi. She's gonna do her bit and then we'll come back and finish this off. Sound good?
Perfect. I'm gonna make me big now. Boop,
Okay.
boop, boop. Okay. Krista has the savory. I got the sweet today. Let's see if you can see me. So this one's super easy. Our friend Tracy posted this recipe because so as soon as I thought pineapple, I started sending Krista. Whoop. Oh, the live TV guys. All these like Dole Whip recipes. So we're trying to make a homemade Dole Whip with our pineapple. So there's a lot of different recipes that they had, but this one was the easiest and the thriviest. So can that be a new word? Thriviest.
Sure.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna do 1 cup of pineapple. Doesn't matter if they're big or small. And then I'm going to put in, so you need 2 teaspoons of sweetener. And I know people have just shared that the honey crystals are no longer available, but
So sad.
rest assured, you can just use sugar or even like Splenda or something, if you're trying to be less sugary. Although pineapple is sugary. So I'm just gonna powder this up. And I think this is what made it seem so easy. So some of the recipes, so we were gonna show doing popsicles because you can do almost kind of the same recipe, but make it a little thinner and pour it into popsicle molds. And it tastes like a Dole Whip popsicle, but I'm just gonna show you the ice cream today. So I'm gonna blend it real quick. So you got powdered pineapple. So you could do this with any fruit. So if pineapple goes out of stock and you can't get it, guess what? You can make strawberry Dole Whip or whatever, mango, whatever your favorite fruit is. So once it's powdered, and you could do that in any, so I need a tiny bit more, any blender, or you can even use a pot and put it in a Ziploc bag and whack it. Sometimes I do that. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Okay, and then whatever cream you want. So you could use like a non-dairy creamer if you're dairy free. I'm just using heavy cream. I'm gonna put half a cup in. This is not a diet food, so you know. It's not good for any diet. It's cream and sugar.
It
It's
doesn't
good,
matter. It's pineapple whip, Dole pineapple whip. It's amazing.
good for the delicious diet. So I'm just doing it in my bullet. It probably would work better in something else, but I tested it earlier and it worked okay. You kind of gotta shake it down to the bottom. And then we're gonna blend it up. You blend it too much, it's gonna turn into butter, right? The cream. So it's just mixing it all in here you want to get a good consistency. I'm gonna do a teeny bit more. Probably get enough. So this is something I did that was fun. Don't look in my cupboards. I forgot to get this out because I already tried it earlier. So what I did was make it so it could be like a swirl. So you know how you can do like a piping bag if you're doing frosting. So we're gonna do that for my Dole Whip. This looks so good. So it actually, I was tasting it when I was trying this earlier. It tastes really good, not even frozen. It's like yummy pineapple whipped cream or
It
something, or like
looks so good.
froth.
What
Oh
measurements
no,
again? Because I want to make some right now.
no, you can make it too. It's okay. It's fine. It almost kind of does taste like butter. It's funny.
Does it
Like
really?
pineapple butter.
You need more pineapple then.
Go out of pineapple. Oh, I just broke my spatula. Yes.
What? Live TV. That is perfect.
Good thing I got a spoon with me. Get that spatula out of there. I can lick my fingers because I'm the only one that's going to eat this. If I was making it for company, then I wouldn't do that. Just so you know. Okay. So this is just like if you were going to do frosting. But I got to grab scissors. So fun. I'm just going to snip the tip. And then I can make it like a piping bag, right? So we're piping our Dole Whip onto a plate. I did it in a bowl earlier, but I ran out of my little bowls. So this is gonna be just kind of like how you would if it was like a soft serve, right? So
This is going to be easier to see anyway. So
that's true. Kind of looks like a poop emoji. That's what I'm going for. It's not going to be as pretty as the pictures that we used in our like demo ad because we're not food. Well, Krista actually is a really good food photographer. Mine looks like a normal person's food. There's my pineapple. Look how
That's,
cute. It's like Dole Whip, right?
I love it.
Put that in pineapple juice and it'd be delicious. So I'm going to show you the frozen one that I already made. So this was only cooking like an hour. I mean, cooking, freezing for like an hour. Now I'm going to taste it and see if it's good yet. It's always fun when we do these because we like to see if the stuff's really good after we make it for you. So, oh, it's actually, you can see it's kind of solidified. Take a bite. That's really good.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a little more like cream. Like you can tell it's like cream. It's not as like slushy-ish, I guess. Like sometimes Dole Whip is more almost slick. I don't know how to explain it, slushy-ish. But this is really good. I'm not supposed to eat this, but I am. That's a good treat. That's good.
It was pineapple, honey, and cream, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Was it?
I'm gonna eat that whole bowl. I better stop. It's so good. I gotta put it back in the freezer or I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Mmm. And if you have like little chunks of the pineapple that didn't get blended all the way, it's like a chewy, oh, it's almost like having like cherry ice cream with the cherry in it. It's like pineapple with the pine. That was good. I'm done. That was it. Super easy.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I will finish up my salsa then. Because all I'm doing is, it's not really salsa consistency. It does need probably a little bit more juice, but I am going to add, um, you can see that it's kind of dry, right? So I want, but see, this is the beauty of Thrive is that you can make it the consistency that you are looking for and that you prefer, right? So I'm going to add some fresh tomatoes that I actually had in my house. And you could do freeze-dried tomatoes if you wanted to, or whatever you want. And then I'm going to add, that made it a little juicier. I'm going to add just a tad more water and call it done on my salsa. So, and then I have some tortilla chips, some scoops, because that's the best for salsa, right? And you can put whatever it is you want in here. You can put corn, you can put whatever. So, mm, that was so good. Mm.
I saw that Kat said serve that salsa over cream cheese. I thought she said serve it over the ice cream. I was like, no, I don't think that would be good. It actually sounds gross. So,
It actually, it tastes a little, excuse me, it tastes a little Asian to me. Like I would put this over rice and have that be dinner.
oh, yum.
It tastes a little, yeah, it's actually pretty darn. Sorry, people, you're not getting any. We're just gonna close up shop now.
So, Marilyn asked about if you could put it in a mold with a stick for my recipe. It's a little bit thick.
You
I
could
would
add
make it
more cream.
thinner and then do it. Like you could add pineapple juice or just add a little more cream or maybe not blend it, like if you just kind of stirred it up or whatever. So, and it was 1 cup of pineapple, half a cup of cream, and 2 teaspoons of sweetener. I know people were asking.
I'm writing it down too. One,
She's like, I'm gonna go make that for my audience right now.
right? Exactly.
It was
One
good.
cup of pineapple. What did you say? Half cup cream?
Half cup cream, whipping cream, 2 teaspoons sweetener, and 1 cup of powdered pineapple.
Got it. Cool.
So then the other recipe, so we were going to do um the popsicles, so we already talked about that, and we were going to do the fruit leather, which Krista tried that earlier.
I made that. Did
Yeah.
anyone see that on my Facebook page? Because I posted it there.
So if you want, well, you can share the recipe and we'll send it to you guys. Um, but we both just got back from vacation and she needed more time to actually make the fruit leather to show it. So, and we knew there was so much going on with this sale. we had to cut back just a little bit, but we did still want to do a demo today. So, that's all we have for demonstrating food. I think all of your ingredients are still in stock as of right now. I know the honey is not for mine, but even sugar would be fine. For this recipe, you don't need the honey crystals. I just had it and it sounded yummy.
Mm.
Um, you could also make this with like a coconut cream. Ah, chili peppers are out. Dang it.
They've been out of stock for a while. That wasn't because of the sale.
Okay.
No. I tried to buy some last month. That's why I know.
If you have chili peppers on hand, then use them. And but like Krista, you could even open like a can of green chili peppers. It doesn't have to be all Thrive. We always teach that. Like just um make whatever you have and use what you have. So also they did say to keep checking back because stuff's coming in and out of stock a little bit. So as they kind of go through their inventory, they might find a pallet of something and throw it back up again. Or if somebody ordered, one of my friends posted that she accidentally ordered 42 cans of onions. She's like, my husband's gonna kill me. I'm like, maybe you can try to return. Like, she's like, there's no return. So it's like, well, maybe that's why. Maybe somebody accidentally did that. But you can cancel your order within like 16 hours. So they might all of a sudden be gone because somebody accidentally ordered 42 cans of green chili peppers. But um,
Right.
yeah, 42 number 10 cans of onions. Like, I
That's a
don't
lot.
know. And I think she had like the same thing for red peppers of pantry cans, like 50. She had, I'm like, what were you doing? Were you ordering like 2 in the morning or something? Okay, so for the rest of the time, we can hang out for like 5 or 10 minutes if you guys want to. We can do Q&A. You can feel free to ask questions in Black Market Thrive sales. I know, I know.
The mushroom price of
Um,
2017.
yep. You can unmute if you want to ask a question or chat in person. Like we can seriously just have like friend chat time because I feel like we know all you guys. We see your names all the time, but we don't, always talk face to face. So, you're gonna get emotional. Don't get emotional. I've been crying too much this week. So,
No,
um,
it's kidding.
there was a question. So feel free to post questions and we'll answer as we see them. Can you see your chat, Krista? So how many gallons of milk does a family can make? That is a good question because it depends. It's like 3 tablespoons for a cup if you want like a 2% milk, but if you do more of a skim milk, you could do less. If you want more of a whole milk, you could do more. Um, you're gonna make me do math in my head, but it's about like 10 or 11 cups
You want me to go look? I have a
of
can.
powder. If you say it was 10 cups of powder and you did a quarter cup, that would be 1 cup per cup. No, 4 cups per cup. So 40
Yeah, 40.
cups of milk, which isn't quite a gallon. But if you didn't do it whole milk, it's probably like close to it. I don't know. Sorry. We'll have to get back to you.
40 cups is going to be, there's 8 cups in a gallon. So that's
Oh, so it's 5 gallons.
5 gallons.
I was thinking it was 4 ounces, 64 ounces. I was like, wait, that's less than a gallon.
It's 8 cups. 8 cups is a gallon. So
So yeah, 4. So Carrie says 3 gallons. Yeah. So like I said, it could depend on how thick you make the milk.
yeah.
We're getting nice comments. Mary
Mhm.
says she loves us. Ellie says thanks for all the demos. We have done this probably for about 3 years, pretty much every month. So like I posted above, all the archives are on my website and it won't be going away. So you could always go back and look at those. Same thing on my YouTube. And um, you can use, it doesn't have to be Thrive. It can be any brand, even though we're really picky and we've always loved Thrive the best. We'll find something. So
We won't stop cooking. We will still cook and it just won't be just cooking. So yeah, so just stay tuned. Just go with the flow.
yeah, we're gonna come back bigger and better. That's what I keep saying. So okay, so any other questions about what's happened with Thrive or about the sale or anything to do with cooking with Thrive before Thrive is gone? I did see a comment about freeze dryers. That is something that, I mean, I have had a freeze dryer, but mine broke in my move, so I haven't really done a lot with it. But I probably um, will be getting a freeze dryer until I can find food that I want. I should do it. I just don't have a lot of time to freeze dry. But if you want to follow that journey, I don't know, Krista, are you thinking about getting a freeze dryer?
I don't know. That's I have a friend who wants to get a new one and she might give me hers. So that might be an option for in the future, but I don't have the time either. And I don't want to buy 30 pineapples and cut all the stuff off of
I
them.
know. I've been thinking about that too.
The
And then
prep,
having to worry if you like package it properly. But I was kind of like, maybe my Thrive, because the 25-year shelf life can sort of stay in my basement, and then I can freeze dry stuff that I'm worried about myself, like for kind of my everyday, because I'm so used to the convenience of freeze dried food.
yeah.
So okay, we got questions.
Yep. Yes, your credits will be available next month.
But I think only till the 15th. I heard that.
Oh, okay. I knew they were going to be available. I just didn't know about the 15th. So
I think that's what they said.
yeah, I would use them as soon as you see them.
Yeah, but so any credits earned this month, like for people buying right now, won't show up till the 1st of August, they said.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to do one more order in August with whatever's left. Jerry asked if the facility is shutting down and everyone's losing their jobs. So most of corporate Thrive was laid off last week. Um, I'm not sure which facilities are staying open. Most of Thrive, in American Fork was just packaging our brand. So I don't know what they'll do. I don't know about that. Their shipping and packaging of other stuff is still going on, but it's not the Thrive Life stuff. It's pretty sad. Um, credits. So you answered Lori's. Keep us posted quality of food options you come across. Yes, Dawn. I have a couple of companies that I've been talking to. Um, it's important to me too. So I
Yeah.
will. And we'll give options like if you're just like, okay, what's the cheapest? Like we can point you in that direction. If you're like, okay, what's the best or what's not from China or whatever, we will definitely give you the full scoop. So,
Oh my
okay.
gosh, I just had a thought. I have 3 cans of mandarin oranges in my food storage.
Mm.
Remember those?
Yes, they were so good. I made orange Julius's out of them. They were so good.
Did you really? Oh, yum.
So, Mary, Thrive processes freeze-dried food for like commercial food. So, like Starbucks does freeze-dried fruits in their drinks, and like the cereal that has freeze-dried strawberries in it. That's what they do. They also do dog food. They do probiotics. I think they're some of the only um, freeze dryers. Like our technology was one of the only ones that could do these probiotics properly. And so there's some pharmaceutical um, stuff they're getting into too. And then I think they'll sell bulk orders of stuff to companies that want to keep doing stuff, but they can go get cheaper, worse quality stuff than what like Thrive Life had such a high standard. And I think that's part of why they're getting rid of us. Like the strawberries from Thrive are much better than the strawberries that you get in Special K or whatever. And like it was very clear. And so now they don't have to worry about trying to keep that quality. And that's why we didn't get all of their products. Like they had so many different products. I'm like, well, if we're making that, why can't we sell it? And they're like, well, it doesn't meet the Nutralock
Yeah.
quality guarantee. So, um, yeah, that's what I know. I don't know everything. Yeah, I do know some of, yeah, Julie saying what I said. Yeah, they'll keep freeze drying for corporate clients, but they do have um, some other brands similar to Thrive that are going away. Okay, Lori has a freeze dryer, some ideas. Yeah, we got to do like a will it freeze dry and try freeze drying everything. Okay, Jen gave us the answer to milk. A number 10 can makes 5.75 gallons of 2% milk. Thanks, Jen.
She's a
MVP.
nice studio audience.
Okay, Deborah, if you go to my blog, yourthrivelife.com, that's my Thrive website. I mean, it's going to change, I guess. But for now, that's where I will keep the domain so you can always find it. But go there and go to the blog. and there's all my past meal in a jar recipes and all our past treats and eats are on there. The YouTubes are embedded in the video. So there's like 3 years of archives, and each one has all the recipes typed up. Okay, for Patriots using Thrive. Cantaloupe. I've never tried freeze-dried cantaloupe.
Oh, it's so good. I have. It's so good. I've only seen it like one place, but it's good. It's so good.
Buckets of food in your food storage, Llewellyn. It depends where they're from. If it's like freeze-dried food, most of that's good for 25 years,
Mhm.
20 to 25. Oh, thanks. Julie's answering for us. Hey, we should just get together like once a month and do like a food storage chat. This is fun. I actually kind of like.
Right?
Oh, it's Thrive. You have buckets of Thrive. Oh, is it like the flour and sugar and stuff? They've never done fruit and vegetables in Thrive. You'll just have to look. Most of the staples are still going to be 25. I mean, I'm still using my wheat and flour and sugar and beans from Thrive. So, oh, Angela likes that idea. Yeah. My one of my cousins did like a cross stitching night, and like once a month we would all get on our Facebook, like we had a Facebook group chat thing, and we'd like cross stitch and chat. It was fun.
Nice.
Okay, jar meals are good. How long are they good for if vacuum sealed? About 4 to 5 years. Maybe compare companies' quality. Oh yeah, everyone can buy like buy something else from another brand, and then we'll taste test them with each other. That'd be fun. Ova Easy egg crystals. I don't think that Ova Easy is just eggs. I'm actually not sure, Mary. I'm sorry. I have not tried them because I love Thrive scrambled eggs so much.
Mhm.
I have a
I-
lot of them and I'm probably going to buy more. I have never liked any, like for baking, I can do regular powdered eggs, but for cooking and actually eating them,
Yeah,
ours is like so
agreed.
much better.
It's
But
so
like
good.
in like a recipe, like a cookie recipe or whatever. Other ones would be fine. Jars that are 7 years old. So I would try it first. One part problem is if you did like all the powders at the bottom, they get hard. But if you can kind of chunk them with a knife and do it, they might be okay. Um, Also depends on like where you live and your humidity and stuff. Mine goes bad and gets hard so fast here. I mean, it's not rotten, it's just not great. But if it's just like for a soup, you might be fine. Drew Augustin Farms. So,
I have a good story for that one.
uh-oh. Go
I
for it.
I don't like to like knock on other companies, but I will tell you that I used to use Augustin Farms celery, and I used to do these huge prepper shows. Like they were huge. Like 5,000 people came every day. Like it was crazy, and I got a lot of my base from those. And so one of the demos that I would do in my booth is I took the Augustin Farm cans, crossed out the Augustin Farm so nobody knew who it was. I opened one of those and I opened one of our Thrive celery. And so you could actually see what was inside both cans. And people would look at it and go, that's not celery. That looks like parsley. I'm like, yeah, that's why you buy Thrive. So,
I
and
did that with some bananas. They were like really thin and brown looking, and ours were like those big, fat, yummy.
yeah, that look like bananas. So yeah, there was no meat on their celery at all. It was all, excuse me, it's all the strings. And that's why it looked like parsley, like curled up and all the things. It was, yeah. So I don't
But
know
I
that go
Oh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, when it comes to other brands, I have found it really kind of is like an ingredient to ingredient. So like I've had like dehydrated onions from any company and they're all kind of the same and they're fine. Um, so it just depends on the item and what you're wanting it for. And if you just want it just in case, or if you're wanting it to eat it every day, that's also a consideration. So um,
Absolutely. There's so much that goes into it. So it just depends on what you're looking for.
Mary says Ova Easy is like freeze-dried egg. Is there any additives? That's the one thing I get about. Oh no, Cat has a bunch of August and farm celery.
I'm
There are
sorry.
a lot of bananas. No. Shelf Reliance. So I actually haven't looked at the Shelf Reliance website because they broke off from Thrive and were selling like the big metal shelves even after we weren't able to sell them through Thrive anymore. and they might be separate. So I don't remember if they had consolidators. I don't know, Julie. We'd have to look. But they like if you go, I think it's at shelfreliance.com. I think they gave them the domain because I was like, what the heck? These still exist?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So
eBay, the best place. Honestly, oh, yeah, like if you're like in Utah or Idaho or Arizona, like Facebook Marketplace might have consolidators, or you got to have like a really awesome. You could post in like the Thrive Consultants group and ask. Sometimes people might be giving them away. Oh, August and farm celery might be dehydrated. That would be a big difference. Strawberries from the church. I have not tried the church's strawberries. I was gonna order some once and they sold out like so fast when they first launched them, and then I kind of forgot about it. Amazon has consolidators. All right. Thanks, Julie. Strawberries from the church are pretty good. Okay. There you go. The church has they're talking about the LDS church, so they've been big on food storage in case you don't know, and they have some available online, and what they have is very cheap and a good option. Yep. I haven't used a lot of it, but I have bought some stuff from there. Their milk was like in a weird container. It was like in bags or something weird.
yes, with nozzles. It was
Deborah, cheap or inexpensive? It is inexpensive, but okay. So like for beans and wheat and stuff, like beans are beans and wheat is wheat. So they're really good for your basics. Like I said, I have not tried their freeze dried. I have church dehydrated onions, and like I had bought some drink mixes. Like I went to a cannery and got some stuff when I was first starting. So for their basics, they're good. I'm gonna buy stuff and try it. Like I've been so spoiled over the years, but now it's time to do some research and we'll share what we're learning with you guys. So
yep.
now Emergency Essentials used to have some pretty good stuff, and then I feel like they got bought out by somebody and I thought they were shutting down, but they seem to be back. I don't know where their stuff is sourced. I don't know if it's China. I don't know. So, but I have been in contact with them. Oh no. Julie says she couldn't eat Emergency Essentials. I had something from them that was pretty good. I forget what it was though.
They have like a granola from them. Like they put
Mm.
granola, like a breakfast granola in a can with like raspberries and blueberries and stuff. So I kept a few things from my emergency essentials, but and the baking mixes, like they had apple bread or blueberry muffins or something like that, which
Mhm.
I'm always buying the other guys for things that I can't get at Thrive. So
Right? Oh, Carrie says they have great hash browns and cornmeal. Yeah, we used to sell cornmeal. I still have some Thrive cornmeal. It's probably expired. Church facilities are not gluten-free. Good point. Out Thrive was really allergen friendly. So that is another thing. There are some companies like that are more aligned with like organic. So if you're looking for that, we'll kind of point you the direction for that. Like organic and allergen friendly. Okay. It was meant to be. We all need to learn to get out of our comfort zones and expand our horizons. It's kind of true, Deborah, but we don't want to hear that right now. We just want to be sad. But it's all good. It does like I kind of get used to just like I'm cooking with my food storage. I'm being prepared, but then I'm like, you know what? I haven't really focused on like the prepping side and the, like emergency preparedness, which is where I started. And so it's good. We can get back to the basics and kind of the baby steps and make sure we're prepared for everything, not just to eat, because
Yep.
I have to like go to the bathroom and shower and hunt food and
Mm.
lots of stuff. I don't know about the founders, Dawn. I do know that one of the executives has been talking to another company about some stuff like affiliate programs and things if people want to keep selling, but I don't really know. Nobody, it's so new for everybody. We just don't know. I would love it if they could just like take Thrive and start over, but how do they start over when the other company owns all their freeze dryers? So I don't know. Because they were so good because they did it all themselves. So they could control every step of the process.
Yeah.
Are we good? Your studio audience bored of our questions? Do they just want to eat, or are they eating?
They can come eat if you guys are hungry.
And if you guys want to stay in touch, um, you're on our emails. So when I send this out, I'll make sure to send out like contact info so you can make sure. But anything that we do, we will definitely share to the email list. So if you have been getting invited to these or ever been to one, you'll be on that email list. But I know sometimes emails get lost or unseen. So we also have like a text list or direct phone numbers and stuff. Angela, it's free deliveries, free shipping on orders over $99 in the delivery service, which is the auto ship. Obviously, there's not going to be an auto ship going forward, but I had somebody get on the auto ship with like a $2,000 order, and I was like, make sure that you don't let that like reship next month in case there is still product. You don't want to order another $2,000. So, what you can do is just go and cancel your delivery after, or you can like set your next delivery date to be like November or something, and then it's all going to go away. There's not going to be any deliveries after August 31st. So, yeah, make sure that if you're ordering, you click through one of our links and support us one last time. And let's see, any other comments? Lots of hugs and loves. Like, you take a reship. I know, right? If it's the same stuff, if they still have it, right? But no, guys, we'll figure it out. Like, we're here. There's a lot of us in the same thing. And um, I just think that we can do it together. And as long as people kind of keep in this community, I know I have a big Facebook group where people share all kinds of prepping stuff. And so you're definitely welcome in there if you're not already there. But it really is just the community. I think it always makes it easier to do it as a group. And sometimes like a big Facebook group can feel so big. And that's why like this little demo feels so much more intimate and personal. So
Yep, I agree.
I do remember the videographer, Julie. Hi, Jen.
Yeah,
What's
that's
up,
my
Julia?
daughter. She's in the process of moving to Texas, but as soon as she found out about Thrive, she said, "Oh, you got to tell," and she remembered your names,
Oh,
Jodi and Krista.
that's
Awesome.
awesome.
She
Yeah, that's the
really
hardest
enjoyed
thing.
meeting y'all.
It's the hardest thing is the people, missing the people for sure. I mean, the food is kind of bad, but the people really bad. So
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah. But we'll be in touch if anybody's ever out in Pennsylvania area. You can
Yep.
stop on by. We'll cook together.
That's for Arizona. And Kat, I'm coming to Nevada next month or September. So I'll catch you there.
All right. Well, we will be in touch with whatever is happening next month. We said there was going to be something, so there will be something. We'll let you know.
There will be
It'll be a
something.
surprise. Have a good
Hey,
evening.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye.